Welcome to this preview video of the Harvester Emini day trading system. Price action as a mod strategy, high precision, flexible. This is a strategy and a system. It's a system primarily, but the component mechanism of the system can be used individually as a strategy, which is extremely powerful. That means what? That means potential money making on the fly with a very high degree of probability, in so much it's been classed in the MOD strategy genre. What does MOD stand for? Well, pardon the tackiness of how it sounds, but the concept of the approach for systems development was, or the desired end result goal was, money on demand. We wanted to find a method or several methods that are so strong that it's almost as if it's a money on demand type of scenario. Now, have you ever decided that, hey, you want this new fancy sports car? So you need, let's say, 100 grand. And then you take what you need and then you go reverse engineer what you need to do in the marketplace in order to achieve that 100 grand. Maybe it's one trade, maybe it depends on your account size, maybe it's just part of the profits from one trade. For the masses, it's probably maybe 1 to 3 trades. Okay, in terms of a swing trade, but here this is day trading. Okay, just to differentiate. But have you ever taken such a concept and just reverse engineered and asked into yourself, okay, what is it going to take to accomplish this end goal? Okay, so if you've never done such a thing, consider that. Consider that as a tip, because the answers are within you. Now, there's all sorts of philosophy and actual science coming out about this, where we can tap access to correct answers for things. Now, over time, some have called this the ether. Okay, maybe it's your soul connection. I'm not exactly sure myself, but I'm sure you remember as a kid asking questions into yourself and getting accurate answers. I'm sure you've had brilliant performance moments in time in sports, or you've watched people who just perform brilliantly and they're able to make even the slightest adjustment in real time just to move around and finesse in, let's say it's basketball, and just to move slightly here, move slightly over there, and then put the ball with the exact amount of pressure. Let's say rolling that ball off their fingers into the rim over an outstretched hand of a 7-foot gargantuan defender. And so you wonder, how are they able to do that? Where do they get this information to process in real time as such? Okay, so if you start asking all these types of questions, you can find all sorts of interesting things. And in terms of finding solutions for trading, we can find some very interesting answers to solve problems. And I'm telling you this from experience. Okay, so this harvester, it's a cool system. It's very solid. It comes from the binary options world. All right? Yeah. So I got into binary option systems development way back in 2009 at a challenge from a binary broker. And so I said, all right, it's a challenge. Okay, I'll do it. So I put out some good systems, and that was a historical thing. And so, anyways, I noticed a few things about those binary options. I said, this is pretty interesting because it forces me to focus more on my entry, and that's important because if I can enter more accurately for the purpose of projecting a potential price, well, at least a price direction, but preferably even a price target or some sort of picture of a target, then hey, that could be very valuable. And that cracked open a bunch of codes for new systems development, and it's been really great since then. Okay, so we have this system here called the harvester. Okay, now I don't know where you are in life, but I want you to think about adding this to your arsenal. Think about it very seriously. And what does that mean, adding it to your arsenal? Does that mean just buying the system and letting it sit on your desktop? Actually, it's not going to sit on your desktop. It's a membership based. You go study the videos and stuff. No, it's not software. I'm not going to give you software. And if we sell you software, then we're going to tell you it's software. But I'm more interested in people learning how to actually trade, because if you don't know how to trade yourself, you are setting yourself up for big trouble in the future. Okay? And depending on software to make you all this money, I mean, software may have some good moments, but on the whole, depending on software to provide you a mathematical, mechanical loophole, which, I mean, maybe with really advanced scenarios over time can have duration. And actually, some of my systems, you can do that too, but we focus on manual. So, anyways, so I want you to learn a skill. I want you to master a system. That means you got to practice it, okay, until you get good at it. Now, fortunately, this is not like learning the violin, which will take you, a decade to master, right? I mean, granted, you're a decade after you've grown up. Now, if you're starting at 5 years old or whatever, well, it's going to take longer. So, learning the system, learning what the system's all about is going to take you what? Half an hour to an hour. Okay, then applying it in real time and working out your reactions in real time, well, that could take, well, you could get to a certain degree of mastery within a couple weeks, few weeks, but it probably takes several months to be, really comfortable with the system. Okay, but this system it's pretty simple, so you should probably pick this one up pretty quickly. Anyways, my point is that when you get this system down pat, when you get the system in your system, when you get good at trading the system, then you own it. Okay, it becomes a superpower. Okay, a superpower, the ability to, and I have to use the word potential, right? Disclaimer language. It gives you the ability to potentially make a very large living. Okay, here's a screenshot at this point in time where we have this web page in terms of performance. Okay, and we'll look to improve this. I'm making this videos as soon as right after we put this up here. So here we have, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days here, and you can see this is on S&P Emini, okay, which is probably the lamest one to trade, right? But some people like it. That's fine. You like it. We've had a little bit more active markets here. So it's plus 76, plus 40. I mean, some of these numbers sound ridiculous to some of you guys. Plus 154. Yeah, well, hey, you get your drama days, okay? And then so plus 55, plus 53. You can see the dates here. You can probably just get a sense. Here it's 2018, okay, October, and so you can see here the summation. Okay, we've rounded things out, tried to factor in slippage and so on and so forth, and mistakes, just to kind of give a more accurate. I mean, we can do that from experience. Okay, so we put these results up here like this, and you have 366 points. Okay, and that's 73 profit points a day, which is, I mean, that's ridiculously good. I mean, this is a more active time. Okay, so you'll have very slow days too. But okay, so here's a picture. $3,660 a day per contract, or on 10 contracts, 36,000. So that's pretty good. Okay, so anyways, besides all these very nice results, point is that this method is so solid, and it provides a very high probability type of dependable approach to trading the E-mini futures, to day trading the E-mini futures. Okay, so in summary, you can see some numbers here, and we'll look to add some more results over time in different market conditions, but you can see how this trade is very solid in approach, and it's one of these types of systems that always has a plan, even in the rough seismograph days. Okay, because those types of days need you first of all. I mean, you can kind of tell what kind of days are gonna turn into those seismograph reading, itchy scratchy type of price action that doesn't go very far, right? Which is terrible for breakout types of traders, right? You know what I'm talking about. But you're going to need a method that can trade across all those days, that has a plan for those days, that won't go, bad against you. You need a solid approach that can be a solid producer, that can also take advantage of the faster moving days. All right, so all right, that's about it with this. I can keep talking and talking, so I'll just cut this one short. But come on down to E-mini Trading Authority, all right, and check out our systems. We just started putting up new systems again, and we have a ton of great E-mini trading systems that we haven't launched just because of being lazy. But we're going to start getting these out to you, so some of you guys can find the freedom that you're looking for, so you don't have to depend on jobs or the marketplace, because marketplace and business, I mean, and you'll depend on the marketplace and trading, right? But and so also want to provide for you a possibility for this concept of trading for a large living. If you don't know what the trader's lifestyle is, well, I tell you what, it's one of the best lifestyles you can have in a business. I'm sure you can go read historical accounts of traders' lifestyles and check out the stories of successful traders over time. You can start with The Market Wizards by Jack Schwager, although those guys are a bit, at least the first book's a little bit serious. But if you have if you have your method, your simple method, you'll have freedom. You have freedom to trade from just about anywhere. And as internet availability increases across the planet, you'll have more and more freedom. You can travel to all sorts of places. But if you don't even care about traveling, just or just want to travel around your state or wherever, and just be free, then hey, you can come in and trade during the regular USA hours, or you can trade the PM or the nighttime session as well, or the early morning session. Okay, just check with your broker on how they handle margin, and so you can have this trader's lifestyle, which is so fun. All right, and when you become a successful trader, then you don't have this worry. You don't have this 24/7 worry. Let's say you owned a bricks and mortar business. You don't have a boss, and so on and so forth. And you have the ability to make a lot of money and then compound it over time. And particularly when you get smart on trading math, and we'll be covering these types of things in our products here at E-mini Trading Authority and some of our other trading sites. Anyways, I'm about to run out of time. Like I mentioned, I could keep blabbering, but check out this product here from the link below, or if you're on the page, you can see more information by scrolling below. And I would highly recommend you add this system to your arsenal. All right, and trade it and get good at it. All right, thanks.